On this week's episode of What's Up Weekly, learn ways to celebrate Women's History Month on campus.
And the Bloomington Brief is back this week with unique takes on some of this week's news. What's Up Weekly starts now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of What's Up Weekly. I'm Ashton Hackman.
And I'm Callie Lichter. March is Women's History Month, and there are resources available at IU for everyone to celebrate, participate, and learn more. You can visit diversity.iu.edu to learn about significant women in the university's history. IU is home to the Center of Excellence for Women in Technology, and their 9th annual summit will be held throughout the month of March. It will feature free online and in-person breakout sessions that are open to the general public. Senior Associate Director Michelle Bartley-Taylor said this month is very important.
Women, since the beginning of time, from the very beginning, have contributed in significant ways to culture, to society, to science, to business, to politics, to everything, to life.
This season, IU Athletics is celebrating 50 years inside Assembly Hall. The 17,000-seat arena has been the home for Indiana basketball since 1972. The iconic venue has a rich history with 5 men's basketball national titles. The men's basketball team is 612 wins, 132 losses inside Assembly Hall, with 9 seasons having 0 losses at home. Women's basketball head coach Terry Morin is 98-25 in the hall. The final men's game inside Assembly Hall this season is tonight versus Rutgers at 7 p.m.
Yesterday was National Pancake Day, and what topping goes on pancakes? Maple syrup. And this past weekend, the Hinkle Garden Farmstead Community Historic Site kicked off maple syrup season with an event at the grounds. Visitors were able to see the sap go through the process of being turned into syrup. The historic site is abundant with maple trees and dozens of taps that can produce up to 30 gallons of syrup each season. Resident sugar maker Michael Bell has turned his passion for the gooey treat into something he shares with the community. He was inspired to start tapping 12 years ago after he realized the trees on the property were dripping sap. He wants to encourage anyone to try and tap their own maple syrup through workshops and events like these.
Just the knowledge that it's a really labor-intensive process, and it just sort of helps explain to people why the maple syrup is so expensive.
Bell says that he expects this to be an average maple syrup season.
Switchyard Park in Bloomington was full of furry friends this past weekend. What's Up Weekly reporter Jack Lindner was able to get a closer look. Let's check it out.
Switchyard Park was packed with pet owners and their furry little friends on Sunday for the annual Bloomington Pet Exposition. Bloomington residents were invited to bring their pets to the expo to visit vendors, talk with local experts, and potentially make new friends.
It was like just coming and seeing all the different people and how different they are, how much they love dogs, and how you can come together. And of course, all the pets and sweet animals that you get to see and everything. That's definitely my favorite part.
The expo was also an opportunity for many local businesses like pet stores, shelters, and even sketch artists to advertise their products and services. For local nonprofit business Feral Cat Friends, this event was a chance to spread awareness on a growing issue.
We're just trying to get the word out about TNR, trap, neuter, return, what that is, and how it can reduce the overpopulation of cats in our community and end the suffering of kittens and adult cats.
While there were many different breeds of dogs here seen at the expo, guests also had a one-of-a-kind opportunity to get up close and personal with many tropical pets like Charlie here.
Out of all the unique pets that were seen at the expo, the most popular one was undoubtedly the large population of dogs. New dog owners had the opportunity to seek advice from local trainers and receive tips on how to take care of their new canine friends. For What's Up Weekly, I'm Jack Lindner.
I don't know about you, Ashton, but seeing all of those pets really makes me want to get a dog of my own. And I was thinking maybe we could get like a studio pet.
Great idea. There's some gorgeous golden doodles in there. I think that would be the best choice. They can be a third co-host. How about that?
Yeah. And Simon Mayer and Austin Rubin are back in studio this week to put their own spin on some recent news.
Let's send it over to them right now.
Thanks, Cali and Ashton. Welcome back to the second installment of the Bloomington Brief. Austin, take it away.
Purdue University recently invented technology to make traffic at intersections safer, which is interesting because if I went to Purdue, I'd want to get hit.
IU plans to make masks optional starting March 4th, so you know what that means? We're finally able to see if mask phishing is real.
IU Chief Health Officer Dr. Aaron Carroll said IU is attempting to renew its focus on students' mental health. This news comes in right after not giving us President's Day off last week.
IU Professor Mike Hamburger describes... You can't laugh, god dang it. IU Professor Mike Hamburger describes a recent volcanic eruption in the South Pacific as a once-in-a-millennium-sized eruption. I don't really have a joke about that, but I just wanted to say that Mike Hamburger is the name I use when I create new email accounts to get another free trial on HBO Max.
You know, speaking of HBO Max, Simon, that's off the cusp, by the way. The television sensation Euphoria had its second season finale on Sunday, and we should really treasure these next few years of happiness before the third season drops in 2084 and breaks our hearts all over again. And that's this week Briefed. Cali and Ashton, back to you.
Thanks, guys. I know I'm still reeling from Sunday's finale, so I will be sure to cherish these next few years of peace.
Coming up after the break, we have more updates about what's been happening in the entertainment world with this week's trending topics. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Comedian John Mulaney joined the Saturday Night Live Five Timers Club this past weekend with a little help from some star-studded friends.
Mulaney has now hosted the sketch comedy show 5 times after having previously been a writer. The running gag of the Five Timers Club started in 1990 by Tom Hanks, who joked that after hosting 5 times, you get access to the club that has exclusive perks. Along with the alleged exclusive perks, the Five Timers Club boasts some of the most prominent pop culture icons of the past 50 years. The sketch featured Elliot Gould, Candice Bergen, Paul Rudd, Tina Fey, and Steve Martin welcoming Mulaney into the club. Conan O'Brien was also there, even though he has only hosted once.
Mulaney is SNL royalty, so I expect the cameos to be nothing less.
The SAG Awards were held this past Sunday, and a few notable names took home an award.
Ted Lasso and Succession took home awards for Best Cast in a Television Comedy and Drama, respectively, and a viral Netflix show also took home some hardware. Let's take a look at some of these other awards here. For Outstanding Performance in a Television Movie or Miniseries, Michael Keaton won for Dope Sick, and Kate Winslet won for Mayor of the East Town. Outstanding Performance in an Ensemble or Drama Series, Succession, obviously we mentioned that earlier. Squid Game, that took Netflix by storm. They won for a stunt ensemble in a comedy or drama series. And then Outstanding Performance in a Motion Picture, Will Smith for King Richard, and then Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. So I'm a huge James Bond fan, and there was another one to mention. No Time to Die, they won stunt ensemble in a motion picture. Have you seen any of the Bond films?
Oh, I'm gonna have to be honest, Ashton. I have not.
Such a shame. Such a shame. YouTuber Emma Chamberlain confirmed on her podcast that she is quitting the video platform.
After her exponential rise in the late 2010s due to her relatable content, the 20-year-old social media star is taking a break. Last week, Chamberlain released an episode of her podcast, Anything Goes, titled The Truth About YouTube. In the episode, she says that she doesn't even know what the platform is anymore. She already has been on a 2-month hiatus. Chamberlain cites years of burnout as the main reason for leaving the platform. I'm in a better state mentally than I've been in for the past 4 years, ever since I've taken a step back from YouTube, Chamberlain said.
I hope that she has the opportunity to get the mental break that she needs. And that's what's up this week. Tune in next week for more local and entertainment news.
Be sure to follow us on social media. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IUSTV News.
For What's Up Weekly, I'm Ashton Hackey.
And I'm Callie Lichter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.